Good day, everyone. Today, we'll be discussing about the privacy and its protection, laws, and modern challenges. In our increasingly digital world, the balance between personal privacy and organizational or governmental needs is more critical than ever. Let's explore what privacy means, the laws that protect it, and the challenges that we face today. At its core, privacy is the right to control our personal information and to be free from unwanted intrusion. But as we rely more on information technology, organizations and governments collect vast amounts of data, often creating tension between their needs and our privacy rights. We'll be looking at data collection, surveillance, consumer profiling, and workplace monitoring. We face a constant tension. On one side, organizations collect data to make better decisions about hiring, loans, marketing, and customer service. This data helps businesses target the right customers and serve them better. On the other side, individuals want to control over their personal information. Many people feel that current privacy laws are confusing that fails to provide adequate protection, leading to distrust and skepticism. Back in 1977, when computers were still in their infancy, a government commission warned the real danger is the gradual erosion of individual liberties through the automation, integration, and interconnection of many small, separate record keeping systems, each of which alone may seem innocuous, even benevolent, and wholly justifiable. This warning was proven remarkably prescient. Today, isolated pieces of data can be combined to create detailed profiles of our lives. Why we should care about privacy? Because our personal data is used in decisions that affect our lives, like whether we get a job, a loan, or a medical care. Organizations collect data to improve services and target customers, but this comes with risks, identity theft, discrimination, and a loss of personal autonomy. Without strong privacy protections, trust in institutions erodes. In the US, privacy isn't explicitly mentioned in the Constitution, but the Fourth Amendment protects us from unreasonable searches. Through our court rulings, we've established a reasonable expectation of privacy. However, most laws focused on limiting government intrusion. There are far fewer regulations for private companies.
When it comes to financial data, several laws are key. The Fair Credit Reporting Act regulates credit bureaus. The Right to Financial Privacy Act protects your financial records from the federal government. The Gramm-Leach-Bliley Act requires banks to disclose how they use your data and to keep it secure. And the Fair and Accurate Credit Transactions Act give you free annual credit reports or help fight identity theft. Key privacy laws. Health and children's data for sensitive areas like health and children's information. HIPAA protects your medical records and requires your consent for disclosure. FERPA safeguards your student educational records, and COPPA requires website to get parental consent before collecting data from the children under 13.
Electronic surveillance law. Surveillance law have evolved with technology. The Electronic Communication Privacy Act protects email and store data, requiring warrants for interceptions. The USA Patriot Act, passed after 9/11, expanded government surveillance power for counterterrorism. International privacy framework. Globally, privacy is also priority. The OECD guideline outline a fair information practices like data quality and purpose limitation. The EU Data Protection Directive sets high standards and restricts data flow to countries without a strong protection. The purpose EU General Data Protection Regulation aims to strengthen and unify these rules across Europe. Modern privacy issues, data breaches. Data breaches are a major modern threat exposing millions of personal records. The costs are huge. Loss, Loss of business, damaged reputation, legal fees, and customer compensation. Many states now require companies to notify people if their data is breaches. And HIPAA has strict rules for healthcare breaches.
Modern privacy issues. Consumer profiling. Companies tracks our online behavior through cookies, purchase history, and loyalty programs. This consumer profiling allows targeted ads but raises big questions about consent and transparency. While browsers offer do not track options, websites are required to honor them. So our data is often collected without our full awareness. Modern privacy issues. Workplace monitoring. Many employees monitor emails, internet use, and phone calls to boost productivity and avoid legal issues. But private sector employees have fewer privacy rights than public ones. The key for companies is to notify employees about monitoring policies, otherwise, they could face legal challenges. Advanced surveillance technologies. New technologies are pushing privacy boundaries. Public cameras are used for security but risk becoming tools for mass surveillance. Vehicle black boxes record crashed data and can be used in court. And stalking apps let people secretly track smartphones, often illegally installed without consent.
Ethical and legal tensions were constantly balancing security and privacy. How much surveillance is too much? To maintain trust, we need transparency, informed consent, and strong data protections. The debate continues in a free society. Where do we draw the line?
Under ECPA, the FBI director can issue a National Security Letter or NSL to compel internet service providers to turn over subscriber records. NSLs are not subject to judicial review or oversight. They simply demand compliance. Before the USA Patriot Act, NSL required reason to believe the person was a foreign spy. Now, they can be used against anyone, including US citizens, even without suspicion of criminal activity. In 2011, the FBI issued 16,511 NSL requests for information on 7,201 US persons. The ACLU has challenged NSL gag provisions, which prohibit recipients from even telling the subject that the government has requested their records. The Communications Assistance for Law Enforcement Act during 1994, or what we call it is a CALEA, or CALEA. CALEA required telecommunications companies to build tools into their products that law enforcement could use with court orders to eavesdrop on conversations and intercept electronic communications. This was highly controversial because it mandated that companies create surveillance capabilities. Later, the FCC extended CALEA to voice over Internet Protocol services, shifting traditional phone surveillance to Internet based communications. Critics worry this creates security holes hackers can exploit. In 2012, the European Commission proposed replacing the 1995 directive with a new regulation. The original directive was written with less than 1% of Europeans used the internet. Before Google, cloud computing, social networks, and smartphones, it allowed different implementations across countries, creating a confusing patchwork. The proposed regulation would enforce a single set of rules across all EU countries, eliminating costly administrative processes and saving an estimated 2.3 billion euro per year. However, it has yet to be approved. Online retailer Zappos suffered a major breach where cybercriminals accessed names, addresses, phone numbers, and encrypted passwords of 24 million customers. Credit card data was not breached. Zappos immediately emailed customers to reset passwords. Despite what many considered a timely response, Amazon and Zappos faced 9 federal class action lawsuits within 3 months. Plaintiffs feared increased identity theft risk. Zappos likely faces millions in legal fees and tens of millions in settlement costs. In conclusion, privacy is a fundamental but evolving right. Laws are struggling to keep up with technology and the challenges are growing. It's up to all of us, individuals, organizations, and governments, to protect privacy while it's still enabling innovation and security.